Welcome to Matuto Dapat YouTube channel, where math and Bible lessons were discussed. Don't forget to subscribe, like, write the comments, and share. And don't forget to push the bell button for notification. Okay, our lesson for today is about skewness. So this is next topic on the normal distribution. Okay. So we have a definition here. A statistical metric called skewness is used to characterize the asymmetry of a dataset's value distribution in relation to the mean. It shows whether the data points are skewed to the left or negative skew, or right, positive skew. Making decisions, evaluating risk, and forecasting future trends all depends on an understanding of skewness. So sa skewness, dito po natin malalaman yung data distribution natin kung nasaan ang mga extreme values, no? At dapat po ba nating yung pag-describe of the data observations using the mean, median, or mode, no? So we have types of skewness. Number one, positive skewness or the right skew. When a distribution is positively skewed, the larger values on the right side have a longer tail than the smaller values on the left. Okay? So kapag magiging positively skewed, ibig sabihin, ang mean natin is greater than the median. And this indicates that there are some extreme values on the right side of the distribution, but most data points are concentrated on the left. Okay? So ibig sabihin, yung atin pong data, marami po sa kaliwa ng mean. Okay? And siguro mababa yung mga values doon, no? Mga mababa yung values doon po sa left side of the mean. Okay? Kahit marami po sila. Okay? This indicates that there are some extreme values on the right side of the distribution, but most data points are concentrated on the left. Income distribution, for instance, frequently exhibit positive skewness. So we have here an illustration of the positively skewed, wherein mean is greater than median. Okay. Number two, negative skewness or the left skew. When a distribution is negatively skewed, the smaller values on the left side have a longer tail than the larger values on the right side. This suggests that there are a few extreme values on the left side, okay, of the distribution, while most of the data points are concentrated on the right side. So kapag negatively skewed naman, so nandun sa right side ang concentration, no, most of the data nandun po sa right side of the mean, as shown in our diagram here. Nakita natin that in this case median is greater than mean, no? That is negatively skewed. Now, zero skewness, or we have a normal distribution. When the mean, median, and mode are all equal, the distribution is said to be perfectly symmetrical. Ibig sabihin, parang kalahati, no? Para yung papel, pag i-fold natin sa gitna, so yung kabilang side at yung kabilang side ay equal. This indicates that the data points are dispersed uniformly around the center. Okay? We have a different measurement of skewness. Number one, the Carl-Person measure. So Carl-Person's measures of skewness uses the mean, median, and the standard deviation of the given data set to quantify the asymmetry in the distribution. It is calculated, number one, we have the skewness is equal to mean minus mode over the standard deviation. So you have now the symbol. Okay. In number 2, skewness is equal to 3 times the quantity mean minus median over the standard deviation. So we have also our symbol here. Okay. We have the Boyle's coefficient of skewness. A statistical metric called Boyle's coefficient of skewness is used to assess how skewed or asymmetrical a data distribution is. It is especially helpful for determining the dataset's degree and direction of skewness. Boyle's approach employs quartiles, which makes it resistant to outlier. In contrast to other skewness metrics that rely on mean and the standard deviation. So, aside from the Carl-Person, so Boyle's naman ay ang ginagamit niya ay quartiles naman. No? So, yung ibig sabihin, makikita natin doon yung mga extreme values. No? Aba, kung may mga talaga may mga outliers, so mas maganda itong gamitin. No? Ang Boyle's coefficient. Okay? The formula is B equals the third quartile plus the first quartile minus 2 times the second quartile o yung median, 2 times the median over Q3 minus Q1. Kelly's coefficient of skewness, a statistical metric called Kelly's coefficient of skewness, can be used to assess how skewed a data distribution is because it is based on the percentile. So, kay Carl-Person, based on mean, median, standard deviation, mean, median, mode, no? Kay Boyle's naman, gumagamit naman siya ng quartiles. Ito kay Kelly's coefficient of skewness, ang ginagamit naman niya ito percentile. Okay? Tingnan natin ang kanyang formula. SKL equals the 90th percentile plus the 10th percentile minus 2 times the 58th percentile or 2 times the median over 90th percentile minus 10th percentile. Okay, so P90 is 90th percentile, P10 is the 10th percentile, and then P50 50th percentile, or that is the median. Now, interpretation of the skewness, so we have kapag positive, so positive, tatlo lang naman, positive, negative, o zero. So, pag ang description, pag positive, that is the coefficient is positive interpretation, the data distribution is skewed to the right, indicating a longer tail on the right side. Kapag negative naman, negative coefficient, the data distribution is skewed to the left, indicating a longer tail on the left side. Kapag zero, the coefficient is zero, ibig sabihin the data distribution is symmetric or normal. Now, kapag titingnan po natin yung another interpretation on the coefficient, kapag zero, then perfectly symmetrical distribution, or that is the normal distribution. Kapag positive, negative 0.01 to positive, negative 0.10, approximately symmetrical o very slight skewness. So, talagang parang papunta na sa normal distribution. Pero kapag positive, negative 0.10 to positive, negative 0.50, that is slightly skewed. Pag positive, negative 0.50 to positive, negative 1.00, that is moderately skewed. Pero pag greater than positive, negative 1, that is highly skewed na. Okay? Example, find the mean, median, mode, Q1, okay, the second quartile, third quartile, the 10th percentile, 50th percentile, the 90th percentile, and the skewness given the age of grade 11 learners. So you have now the grade 11 learners, no? So mayroon po tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So mayroon tayong 12 students. So to find the mean, so plus po natin lahat ng edad, divided po natin ng 12 kasi mayroon po tayong 12 students. Okay? So therefore, the mean ay 203 over 12 and that is 16.92 years old. Yun po ang mean natin. Now, ang median, so median natin, to find the position, you have n plus 1 over 2 and that is 12 plus 1 over 2, which is 6.5. So, ang 6.5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 nandito. Okay? So, 16, gitna ng 16, so that is 16 pa rin. Okay? So the median ay 16 years old. Ang mode natin, most of the age here, yung mas marami, ay 16. So 16 years old ang ating mode. Okay? So we have the mean, 16.92 years old. Ang median ay 16 years old. And that is, median is equal to the second quartile and the 50th percentile. Okay, which is 16 years old. Ang mode natin ay 16 years old. Now, ang ating first quartile ay 15.25 years old. So, paano po ba natin kinukuha ang ating quartile. So nandun may previous lesson po tayo about practice and group data. Ganun po ang pag-compute natin. Okay, ibig sabihin to find the location, like the median, you have n plus 1, okay, and that is 12 plus 1, 13, times 1, so 13 pa rin over 4. So 13 over 4, okay, so that is 3.25, okay. So nandito po siya sa 15, between 15 and 16. So that is, kaya naging 15.25 years old. Ang third quartile natin ay 18.75 years old, no? Tapos ang Q2 natin ay parehas lang sa median. Okay, so ang ating P10, okay, ay 15 years old. So base sa ating computation dito, so balikan lang natin yung atin pong lesson about percentile. Okay, ang ating P90 ay 20 years old. Okay, now to find the skewness, okay, based on our given ito na yung ating summary ng ating result kanina. Okay, kunin na ngayon natin ang skewness. So based on the car person measures, so ang ating unang method ay is K equals mean minus mode over standard deviation. By the way, the standard deviation is 1.88. Okay, so mayroon din po tayong formula paano po kukunin ang standard deviation, no? Mayroon tayong lesson about standard deviations. Okay, so pwede nyo i-check nyo po yon para po maintindihan natin. So 16.92 minus 16 over 1.88, ang sagot po natin ay 0.92. So using the method 1. Method 2, we have 3 times the mean minus the median over standard deviation. So 3 times 16.92 minus 16 over 1.88, and that is 1.47. Okay? So both shows a positively skewed. Okay? Tingnan naman natin ang Bowles coefficient of skewness. So you have Q3 plus Q1 minus 2Q2 over Q3 minus Q1. So ang ating Q3 ay 18.75 plus 15.25 minus 2 times 16 over 18.75 minus 15.25. Ang ating Bowles coefficient of skewness ay 4 over 7 or 0.57, and that is moderately positively skewed kasi more than 0.5 na siya, no? So Cayley's coefficient of skewness, SKL, is P90 plus P10 minus 2 times P50 over P90 minus P10. So that is 20 plus 15 minus 2 times 16 over 20 minus 15. And that is 3 over 5 or 0.6. Moderately positively skewed. And this implies that most of the learner's age is greater than 16 years old. So, dahil positively skewed, ibig sabihin, yung concentration natin ay nandun po sa right side. Okay, nasa right side. Example 2, we have now the data. The data below are the monthly income in 1,000 pesos of the customers eating in a fast food restaurant in Manila. We have the mean, median, mode, Q1, Q3, P10, P90, and the standard deviations, and you have now the given, and this unit is in 1,000 pesos, no? So using the car person measures, ang method 1 natin ay mean minus mode. So the mean minus mode, so 21.9 minus 28 over 5.7, is negative 1.07, negatively skewed, no? Method 2, 3 times the mean minus the median, and 3 times 21.9 minus 23 over 5.7 is negative 0.579, so negatively skewed, no? Using the Bowles coefficient of skewness, okay, so 28 plus 16 minus 2 times 23 over 28 minus 16, kasi ang ating Q sub 2 ay same as the median. So we have now, ang B natin is 1 over 6 or negative 0.167, and that is slightly negatively skewed. Okay, and then ang ating Cayley's coefficient of skewness, so P90 plus P10 minus 2 times P15 divided by P90 minus P10. So 28.8 plus 15 minus ang ating 2 times 15, that is 23. P10 natin ay 15 now. Minus 2 times 23 over 28.8 minus 15, that is negative 11 point over 69, that is 0 or negative 0.159. So slightly negatively skewed. This implies that most of the customer's income is less than the 23,000 pesos. Okay, so ganun po ang pag-compute natin ng skewness, no? At pag-interpret po natin ng skewness. Kaya mahalaga po ang skewness and the data observations. Alright? So we have your activity here, activity 1 and activity 2. Activity 1, the data below are the monthly income of the customers entered the mall from 11 to 11:30 a.m. Solve the skewness using all methods and interpret the results. Activity 2, the data below are the scores of the students in the statistic class. Solve the skewness using all methods and interpret the result. Okay, so